Hello fellow attackers, today I'm going to talk about the Tier 6 American self-propelled gun, also known as the M12. Now, this little review is going to be also for people who have played the M41, because you know, if you're playing the M41 right now, you might want to take a look at what the M12 is. I'm going to tell you right now, the M12 is worth every, I'm not sure how much this costs, I think it's around 1 million, yes 1 million. It's worth 1 million plus. It really is. Why? Now, let's look at the stats first. Hit points, you don't really compare hit points to a self-propelled gun. I mean, one shot and you're good as dead against tanks of your tier and tanks higher. So, that was chance of surviving. Whole armor is really not that great either, but you won't be surviving a lot of that either. Traverse speed, not amazing, 20. But thing is, 20 is still not bad. The worst, if I'm not wrong, is the SU-14, and it gets 14 degrees per second. That's not the best. And well, the best is, I think it's the GW Panther, if I'm not wrong. The GW Panther has very good mobility for a self-propelled gun. I think it is anyway. Check. Yes, it's one of the best. I think the French is also, the French RT is also pretty good. What about this? Yeah, no, almost equal, Anyway, the M12, yes. Other than that, basically it's got fairly good traverse speed, and yeah, those are pretty much its cons, because everything else is quite standard. But what I'm going to talk about today is what makes the M12 so special, the gun. As a matter of fact, self-propelled guns, they're not different by hull armor. Also, it's either incredible mobility or a powerful gun. What's so good about this gun? Nothing special here. Fairly poor actually. 2.47. It's not the best. It's around the middle. It's middle range rate of fire. Penetration very not subpar, but standard again. Damage is really standard also, just above 1000. But the main thing is, its accuracy isn't that bad. It's 2.47. That is actually as accurate as the GW Panther. No, about as accurate. About. The GW is a lot more accurate actually. But it gets very close. And one other amazing thing about the M12 is the gun's aim time. 5.7 seconds. This is the fastest aim time of all the tier 6 artillery pieces. The GW Panther gets around 6.3 seconds of aim time. The French gets about 5.8 seconds of aim time. So yes, this thing aims very quickly. It is close in comparison of a laser gun. And with this aim time and this fair amount of accuracy, the M12 can be a tank destroyer in quite well. It's very good at finishing off tanks with low HP. Example, Yak Tiger from the sides, 300 HP. M12 in a few seconds if it gets a good line of sight, because this thing aims quick. But the thing is, this traverse is horrible, so you should really do that only in emergency. You should never do this when, you know, like when you have the option not to do so. Like the start of the battle, you shouldn't be a TD, be a normal artillery piece. Now, it's got a really good radio. It's got a tier 10 radio, 750 meters. That's more than you'll need for a self-propelled gun. And I think, let me check. I think it's better than the Russian one. I have no idea. Let me check what the Russians get. Oh, they get a close equivalent, but the radio on this isn't still incredibly good. It's not the greatest. So yes, this thing has a fair amount of signal range. Another good thing is the view range. The view range is also amazing, 280 meters. Well, maybe it's not that amazing. I mean, come on, there are tanks that have better views, but this is 20 meters lesser of a tier 10 tank destroyer, my E3. Yeah, actually, this thing has more signal range than the E3 by 5 meters. So that's one thing. Second thing, well, next part would be about its mobility. Now, you may say that 20 degrees is very slow, but one thing about the M12 is the speed limit is 39, but 440 divided by 10 is a fair amount amount of horsepower per ton. This thing can reach 40 kilometers per hour, close to 40 kilometers per hour when you're going at slow acceleration, but it will reach that speed on a certain amount of time. And that is very important because it helps you get away from tanks that would kill Su-14s or equally cumbersome artillery pieces, but you could survive because you're too fast. Although this is not Lorraine 155 fast, this is pretty fast. You can do this in emergency, like it's tank destroyer mode. Now, other than that, there isn't anything much special about this tank. The main focus about this is the gun's aim time. The aim time is everything about this tank. Well, I'm an artillery player and usually Sherlock and all that stuff, but I sort of never figured that out. I know it's a bit noobish of me, but this tank, I think you can aim it. You can aim behind rocks and buildings fairly well, although if they get too close to the buildings, you can't aim past them. So yes, I'm not sure about this gun arc, but I know it's fairly good. Also, yes, I think it has near full max coverage with this gun. Also, the rate of fire isn't that bad, 2.47, fairly standard though. Although, and you have to actually get the second gun, but the second gun is a lot more inferior and pretty much isn't the reason why you would get an M12. The M1A1 is the main reason you would get the M12, because that's what makes the M12 special. Now, moving away from the tank, got standard stuff, nothing special. So anyway, moving away from the tank, we have the crew. Commander, mentor. Although I probably should train, I should probably train Sixth Sense, because that would be pretty important. Because in Sixth Sense, you have to know when enemies targeting you, or Eagle Eye. That's also important because it allows you to choose targets that are weakened. Although this takes some time to recon, you're not a spotter, jack of all trades. If one of your crew dies, it's most likely that half HP is gone, so that's not much important either. Yeah, I need to train on the crew. There's really much things to train the commander. Maybe once I reach 100 I'll get 6 cents, but that's what so, yeah. Gunner, he has designated target, which is good on an artillery piece because it allows you to see the target for a few more seconds. I would run a snapshot, but it doesn't really turn. It's how should I say this? The gun isn't very good. For example, you can only, it doesn't have turrets, so you can't aim all the way around. 360 like a tank destroyer. So yeah, snapshot, not much of this. I'm not gonna go for this anyway. This can only fire high explosive. You might as well not have this. This is useless. Yeah. Driver S. This is very important because basically, in terms of skill, you are gonna have this and this. These two will save you a lot because this and this helps you to turn faster on rough ground. This is very important. It will save your life often because it helps to increase the mobility on the tank as much as possible. So yes, that's very important. Radio operator. This increases my signal boosting. This is important because I need to know where the enemy is so I can point towards, or at least go towards the enemy and kill them. That's why this is important. And for relaying, it's useless because enemies, your allies, are supposed to relay enemy intelligence to you, not you to them. And you're not a scout, so why would you get relayed? Which is practically a bit useless. So yeah. Loader, not much to train for him. I got camouflage. I don't know what I was thinking. I might get safe storage, but really, if once, most likely you're gonna die, so that's a bit useless. Yeah. Loader, the other loader, man, I don't really train him much either. I got him intuition, some adrenaline rush, cause this thing basically it does sometimes survive on 2 HP, 12 HP, but it's very rare. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. So if it does happen, it'll be a nice. I'm not counting too much on intuition. What I should have done is train them all in BIA once they reach 100. Or then maybe after that, once they reach 150, I'll train them BIA. Then the driver will get you have to think about what to get for the other crew members. Now, equipment also fairly standard. Enhanced gun laying drive. You're gonna want this on all self-propelled guns, tier 6 and whatnot. And the so yeah. That's about it for today. Nothing much else to talk about, but amazing tank, good. It's a really good tank. I will make a little video about it on how to play it, and